Is my mic on? No, it's not on. Hashim.
Your mic is on now.
Hi. How is everyone doing? Okay? Hashim, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good and great. You see, I am also matching the colors of the Christmas.
Absolutely. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the peer support worker opportunity with NHS Live. And this is the community show. And I think it's good to talk about opportunities within our NHS as well, because it's important, right, Hashim?
It is very important because, and as the NHS expert in the community development will tell us, Teresa Spilsbury, it is always important when you have with you the community, and NHS is always been there for the community, and I cannot wait to hear from Teresa.
So we bring her live now, Teresa, on air. Okay.
Before you do that, Teresa and I used to be colleagues in NHS, and this is Hashim Douale, by the way. Welcome, Teresa.
Okay. Hi, Hashim. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Yes, you see, Teresa, we can see each other lastly.
Yeah, it's been a long time, Hashim. Too long.
And in this small world, you see, I do this community show, and I'm the host, and VJ, the manager, station manager, joins me today because we want to make it more vital, because I'm not, as you knew before, I'm not good with the technology, and whenever I have too many things to do, I have VJ here helping us. And VJ, please welcome.
Absolutely. Welcome, Teresa, and thank you for joining us today, because I think it's really important that we have this great opportunity with NHS, and it's nice that we've got this opportunity and you can speak about it to the community. So tell us about what is a peer support worker and why have you introduced them?
So a peer support worker is somebody who uses their lived experience, in this case of mental health, although it can be in physical health. We're looking at mental health at the moment, to support other people who've got mental health conditions, mental health difficulties, really to try and get them the most out of the life that they're living. We know that however good services are, somebody spends a tiny amount of time of their life with a clinician, and so it's the rest of that life as well that's important, and it's about looking for ways that they can support themselves with a little bit of support from us until things get moving along the way they should be. The reason we're recruiting is from sessions that have been held before that have had service users and professionals from inside and external agencies. They've kind of come together, and what they've said time after time is people don't know what it's like to be me. They don't know what it's like to have a mental health condition, and we want to change that. And we know from all the evidence that's out there that actually peer support really works.
I understand, and you talk about recruiting. How many will you be employing to work at Leicester Partnership Trust? Because one of the things that the community always look forward is when they want to engage with the NHS, they're looking for remuneration. It's not my English day today. You will correct me later.
No worries.
About the employment. Is it paid employment first and employing? Tell us more.
I think the interesting thing is that there are two roles that people can apply for. There is a volunteer role, and we know that there are some people who don't want to work for whatever reason. They may be a little bit older, they might not feel well enough to do a paid job at this time. But we also have 75 paid roles coming up. So far, we've got 75. 8 filled.
Just want to stop you there. 75 paid roles as peer support workers. I need to say that one more time. There are 75 paid support workers. Carry on, Teresa.
Exactly. And I think that's kind of my take a breath when I realised that that's what we're looking for across LLR, Leicester, Leicestershire and Rutland. And I think the key thing as well is I really appreciate coming onto the community radio stations, because we've not got enough people representing all of our communities at the moment in peer support. We need more people because we know that, there's cultural differences, and we want that reflected in our workforce. In the same way we want people who've got mental health experience, that's one side of peer. But the other side of peer is also about having someone who's like you involved.
I understand, and it's important, and really it is good initiative that the NHS is thinking, because they are lucky to have you as a community leader, lead development there, because you have that amount of time that you invested in the community, and it is important for people to look into this, because not only we are looking that P, but also cultural differences, language, trusting the P person to their community, or who they are helping, and someone who's been there, who will not judge them. Being there for them is very important, and I really see this program a very thoughtful one when it comes to the mental health. My question is, do they get paid? Is it full time? Is it part time? Because I make happy VJ once again. This 75
Absolutely,
post is, are they part time? Are they full time? And do they? You already answered that they will get paid, but can you explore more about the time, if full time or part time?
Yeah, I think that's also one of the most interesting aspects of this, the peer support work, is that people actually more or less pick their own hours that they want to work. So they come in for an interview, and as part of that interview, what they get asked is roughly how many hours would you like to work? We know that people coming into peer support, we know in advance that they either have, care for, or have experienced mental health difficulties. So we don't want to say to them, you've got to work full time, and then makes them unwell, because they're not well enough to work full time, and they know best how many hours they can manage. So as far as we can, we meet that.
Okay, I just want to add to that. No, I think it's a great opportunity. I think people that are suffering with mental ill health and want to get involved, want to get out, or have had any issues in the past, it's a great opportunity for them to help others, because they know exactly, like you mentioned before, what others are going through. They know what is happening, and they know how to kind of overcome these mental ill health issues as well that they may have. What do they have to do? What is the job description? How much are they going to get paid? Is it within national limits? And what's the job role? What is the job role?
Okay, so the first thing is the money. It's living wage. It's not national minimum wage. It's actually a living wage. So it's not the highest banding, but it's not the lowest either. So
which is good.
we want people one step up from the minimum, but also with opportunities to progress. What we really want is for people to come into peer support and do that job, and then go for other opportunities that open up for them because of the experience they've got. We don't want people to sit there forever at the same place. And in terms of what they do, the idea is that they would spend most of their time in conversation with service users. Now, I've had to scratch my head a little bit about this, because obviously due to the pandemic, there's been less face-to-face contact than we'd like. That's starting to change. However, we're very much at the whim and will of where COVID is. So whilst we'd like people to spend as much time as possible face-to-face, we recognise that at this point, there's a lot of remote goes on. So it could be telephone, or it could be online.
Thank you.
That's fantastic. My next question is, how can people can apply, and what qualifications do they need if they want to come forward? Because I think it should be more convincing people, saying, look, you can do this, because if they themselves been recently had mental health issues, that encouragement is needed. So those two questions about how they can apply, and do they need any qualifications? or what if they need one?
Sorry, that's my other phone.
I understand. We've been
Okay.
all there because as a community lead person, you have to juggle many things in the same time. Don't worry, it happens.
I thought I turned it off, but obviously not. Okay, so in terms of, I forgot what I was going to say then. Just remind me, Hashim.
Okay.
How do they apply for the peer support worker, and what do they need, any qualifications?
The qualification that's needed is a peer support qualification. And we ask for that because that training then gives everybody the same way of working and understanding how to share their experiences safely and all those kinds of things. It's free training that we offer. And we recognise that there's not that many people out there now, because in LPT, we did a course in 2019, but then there was a big gap in 2020. I won't go any more about COVID, but there was no training held last year, and we're catching up now. So we're on the second course this year, and we will have a new course starting in January, but including that one, there'll be 3 over the next year. So even if we get oversubscribed, people may get told you've got to wait a little while for the peer support training, but that doesn't mean they won't get it eventually. Once they're on that course, as roles come up, they'll be able to apply for the roles. And if they succeed at the normal job recruitment process, they'll then be offered a job dependent on passing the peer support qualification. It's very hard to fail the peer support qualification. Most of the people pass it. Not just here, it's nationally as well that peer support training is being delivered by 2 organisations, one of whom we use.
Okay. No, that sounds really good. I think so. In a nutshell, what it is, Teresa, anyone can apply for the job. They will be given some training, which is the peer support worker qualification. And is that training free? I believe that training is free.
It is absolutely free, and it's 15 half-day sessions.
15 half-day sessions for the training, which I think
2 half days a week for just under 3 months.
Okay. No, I think this is great. Very, very good, because not only are you getting work, you're also getting training, you're also helping people move forward, you're getting paid as well. What more could you ask for in terms of this opportunity? Right, Hashim?
One thing that I need clarification, and some listeners might be confused, is which one is first? Is it the applying or going to course?
Right. It's a complicated world of peer support because it's very new. We're tweaking it all the time. Currently, we're asking that people have a peer support qualification to apply. But what we're trying to do is set up a developmental role so that people can come into the service and then do their training just for a fixed term of up to 12 months. Now, if they do their training in the first 3 months, then they move up to the next band automatically. So it's a slightly lower pay if you come in without the qualification, but as soon as you've got the qualification, you then move to the same as the other peer support workers. So it's a developmental role, and people have a year to do that course, and obviously we deliver the training. So
first, then people, if they are successful, they can go on to have the role, and then within the year, when they are in the role, they can do the training. And if they succeed in doing it 3 months, then they will go up for that. Yes, that clarification was needed.
Just to add, that's not quite come in yet. So anybody who's applying now would look at it and think, oh, I've got to have the qualification. But we are looking to change that. But we do have processes we have to go through in the NHS. Hashim, I know you know what complicated world it is, but we will get there. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
And don't let that put anybody off contacting me, because I can add your name and get back to you.
So where do they find out more, and how do they contact you?
So they can ring me. I'll read my number out twice. 075 876 72834. That's 075 876 72834. You can email me at teresa.spilsbury@nhs.net. So that's TERESA.SPILSBURY@nhs.net. And we also have a webpage, and that's lespart.nhs.uk.involving-u. So that's leispart.nhs.uk/involving-u, INVOLVING-YOU.
Okay. No, Teresa, it's been fantastic having you here. We've actually put your email at the bottom of the screen. We've also put our email there. So if anyone wants to contact EAVA FM direct, if you're interested in the peer support worker opportunity, you can contact the NHS direct or to Teresa, and we can really, really help make sure you get this opportunity. This opportunity is for the community. There's 75 positions, paid positions available with free training, and it's a way of getting into work. So this is fantastic. We've got literally 2 minutes, just over 2.5 minutes left before we go into our commercials. And just want to say, Teresa, it's been fantastic having you on here, and it's been really, really good talking to you about the peer support worker. Is there any final words you'd like to say to us?
Just to say, if you're even feeling nervous, it's the most supportive course that I've ever seen delivered or been involved in. So please don't worry if you're feeling nervous. Just give me a shout and we'll work through it together.
Okay. And it's been fantastic catching up with you, Teresa. It's a small world, and COVID permitting, we will have a coffee sometime, and it is something that I fondly will be helping the communities to and encouraging them to apply. So I will put my own weight as well. I pledge you that today.
Thank you, and thank you for listening to me, everybody.
All right, thank you. Just want to say goodbye to you, Teresa, and saying thank you for coming along today. Just want to say bye. Thank you so much for joining us. Thanks.
And then
okay, Hashim, great opportunity.
Great opportunity, not only, but it's also a good way of helping, because the mental health being taboo in our communities, it is important that the people who've been there can help others, and they won't be judgmental. They will be more supportive than others, and I like that peer support idea, and I hope people come forward to help others who are suffering now.
Absolutely, Hashim. Absolutely. We have less than 1 minute left. It's been fantastic having Teresa on here talking about the peer support worker opportunity with NHS. Remember, 75 positions available with free training, which is absolutely fantastic. Remember, the emails are at the bottom. Please contact them. This video will be up on our YouTube and our Facebook. We have 30 seconds left. Hashim's going to carry on with the community lunch show. And remember, this is your show. We're going to bring many opportunities up here. I want to say again, big thank you to Teresa for joining us today. Thank you very much. Hashim, any final words? You've got 10 seconds.
You are the one who got 10 seconds. I will be staying. Thank you very much. And,
thank you. Bye.
It's been very pleasure. After the commercials. And
see you later.
See you later. Bye.
EAVA.